That's
So, yeah.
why don't you tell me about your 9/11 experience? Like what do you remember from that day?
Everything.
Yeah.
I remember our boss at Toyota, the owner of Toyota, thinking everybody's over exaggerating, so we all should stay at work.
Oh,
Mhm. I was at work. I was the last person to pick up my daughter at daycare, and I was a wreck. And
I,
I got finally put my foot down and thought, if I lose my job, I lose my job. I'm going to get my daughter. And it was 2 o'clock.
right.
Because he just wanted to sell Toyotas. Like, yep,
Did
kept us all there.
did anyone come in? I mean, from what I remember,
Everybody, because
no, I mean customer wise. Like, was there
no,
anybody coming in to
no,
buy cars? I
no,
mean,
no. But to this day, I know of another owner that was on my management like committee. We were managers, and he still hates the owner for that. Hates.
well, yeah. I
Yeah, and
mean,
I still remember being like, "I'm a single mom. I can't lose my job. I got to go get my daughter. What if she's alone? What if everybody wanted to go home and be safe because they were terrified. We didn't know where or when it was going to end. And then the Pentagon and things just got kind of worse. It was not to be believed. Like the pictures even like when you were watching TV, your brain couldn't
mhm.
connect.
I guess
Yeah.
I can't grasp, like, now being a business owner.
Mhm.
What are you getting out of the idea of holding someone that
Mhm.
there does have to be a case by case basis. Like, I understand there's got to
Right.
be rules and there's got to be things like that, but
Mhm.
something happens. Let's say you were right and we were overreacting. What does it hurt to let an employee go and get their child
Mhm.
and just have the rest of the day off?
Mhm.
Charge them a vacation day, charge them
Mhm.
a sick day, whatever you feel you need to do to be a rule follower.
Well, you're a nut if you think you have to like make up for that time. They're there. This happened. It's 11:30. Now we're seeing people jumping out of the build. Like we've seen
The
already
horror.
too much, the
Hmm.
horror of
Hmm.
it, and we
Hmm.
have no idea what's in store.
Hmm.
And yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
saying,
Why would you even think
benefit of
that
the
way?
doubt. Like,
Mhm.
okay, you
Mhm.
you decide in
Yeah.
your head that it's an overreaction.
Right.
Okay,
Right. So stay there.
so
Mhm.
let the mom go get her kids,
Mhm. Mhm.
and if it turns out you were right, okay.
Right. It's not
But
like
what
we
if you
hadn't
weren't?
suffered in the morning
Hmm.
and didn't need we were all like I don't even know how to describe the feeling. It was like we're under attack
We were. I mean, we
and we
were.
don't know like they'd
What
never
more
done
is coming?
nobody is right. We'd never seen witnessed anything like that.
Hmm. Right. We don't know anything.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah.
And to just control the airspace, all of it that we now know, like that we didn't
Right.
even know
But
back then, but trying to yeah, it was
well, that's what we were
wheesh.
talking about on the way in this morning. That I mean, this has been 24 years.
Mhm.
So there's kids that are becoming adults that have never known flying different than the way it is.
Mhm.
They've never known flying the way we had it, where the your friend would take you to the gate, your parents would take you to the gate, your relatives would take you right to the gate, and be right at the gate when you got off the plane. They'll
There were
never
sit
know
down.
that.
Do you remember sit down restaurants in there where like not just chains where it's fasty eating,
Hmm.
but there were like you met your family members and then you'd eat breakfast or whatever
Right,
at the airport.
right. And they'll never know that. They'll
Yeah.
never know what that was. It won't exist in their life,
Mhm.
because I don't think it'll ever get let loose again.
Mm-mm.
You know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Um, So my 9/11, I woke up late. My parents had both gone off to work.
Oh, so you didn't like know anything was going
I
on.
didn't know anything about it.
Oh. Oh, I can't imagine. Oh my gosh.
So I
Wow.
woke up in the morning, and a friend of mine had, I think back then, no, I'm sure I had a cell phone. I think maybe texted me and said, or email and said, obviously we had plans to go to the movies that night, and she said, obviously we're not going to go to the movies tonight. And so I called her and I'm like, what? Why are we not going to the movies tonight? And I was joking. I said, is it snowed out? And she's like, I know you joke about everything, but I don't think it's time yet. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. She goes, hang up the phone and go turn on the TV. I go, what? And she started to tell me what happened. I'm like, ha. I was dumbfounded, one, that, and maybe they didn't know enough when my mom left for work, because I was like, no one woke me up and said, like, some crazy stuff is
Yeah.
happening. Because when I started in stand-up comedy, I had lived in Iowa for a while doing radio and started in stand-up. And then as I started to get booked more, I moved back to Chicago. And so I moved back in with my folks for about a year. And so I had a gig booked in Wisconsin for the next day.
Mm-hmm.
No one knew what to do.
Right.
Now, for starters, I was working with a comedian from New York. He couldn't get out, so he didn't go. So they called someone else from Chicago. This was in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So we both drove up there, and it was a guy named Tim Clue. And to this day, we call each other 9/11 friends, because we were in the same condo together, and all we would do all day is, they kept the comedy club open, so we did the shows at night. We'd watch all the news. It was just 24/7 coverage at that
Mm-hmm.
point, because this was
Well, they were still trying to
9/12
dig
we
everybody
went.
out,
Yeah.
and oh my gosh, yeah.
So we sat and would watch that all day, and then go and do stand-up comedy. And the worst was, it was called the Skyline Cafe in Appleton, Wisconsin. So behind you, the backdrop was skylines of big cities, including New York, right behind you.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they were going to do, repaint it, cover it but at that point it was a day later. I will tell you, it was small crowds, but there were people that came out. After every show, everybody lined up and shook our hands and said thank you. Like, just for taking their mind off of it for just a couple hours, just for even trying to be funny at that point,
Yeah,
So,
you see there's a bunch of
week.
there's a bunch of documentaries that say that the industry didn't know really what
No.
because they wanted to be appropriate, and they also wanted to do what they do best, which is take people's minds off of the horror of things, or life and everything like that.
I remember the first late night show to come back was Letterman, because it was in New York.
Yeah.
So everybody waited till he was going to do it. And,
Yeah.
And if New York was ready for it, then the rest of the country could be ready for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember I think it was opening week of football, and they put that off. They didn't do, you didn't have the NFL. Everything shut down,
Yeah. And I just remember a phone call I was on with my ex, and I said, hey, get to a TV. He had gone in early and at a different dealership, and he said, whoa, who drives? That guy shouldn't be driving a plane anymore. I said, we're at war.
Right.
And he said, now you don't have to get like, you don't have to exaggerate. I said, no. Nobody drives a plane into a building. That's not an oopsie daisy. So, and then the second one happened while we were on that same call. And I went, we're at war. Like that's somebody doing stuff on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost too much. It still is to this
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just talking about doing comedy that week, I could feel myself like welling up. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
just because we didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to feel. We didn't,
Well, and all the stories, once the stories of the actual different people came out,
Mm-hmm.
who was in the building and how some people had to go back because they forgot a laptop or, they were under the weather that day or yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's devastating.
Yeah.
It just is devastating.
Well, it changed our lives.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it
did.
changed America. It changed,
Mhm.
I mean, it
Mhm.
absolutely changed our lives.
Well, and I went to college on Park Avenue in Lexington, essentially was our dorm.
Mm-hmm. And how close is that? Like for people like because I don't know,
It's in
like
the
New
middle of
York.
this. It's right there. I mean,
Close.
it's
Yeah.
close,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I just thought to myself, "Oh my gosh, what about the kids that are in college?" Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So yeah, we we can't ever forget those kind of
no,
times
and
and how we pull together during those times,
mm-hmm.
no matter what your opinions are, this way or that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in light of yesterday, I can't stress that enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
just with the school shooting in Colorado, the Charlie Kirk,
Mm-hmm.
you know, murder.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to get to where we can have a conversation and nobody's the devil. Like let's just take it down a notch, can we? You can agree to disagree. But if you don't maintain compassion, I mean, I don't know. That's the humanity part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I read some really awful things yesterday. I read some stuff that made me cry for humanity. Like, this can't be where we're at. This can't be where we're at. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, I had a conversation with our youngest daughter who said, Mom, is this really the world we live in?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the world we live in, it counts on you and me and everybody going out there and being our best, not
Mm-hmm.
our worst selves, not talking ridiculous. Yeah. And maintaining humanity.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was talking with you about it on the way in this morning. I don't know what to say. I've got thoughts. I have feelings,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what to say anymore.
What do you mean? You have thoughts and feelings, but you don't know what to say, meaning that isn't going to cause some like World War III thing to break out, like an argument of the stupids?
That and the idea that it's just there's so much wrong that I don't know that words are enough, and I don't know what to, and I don't know what words to use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm similar to what you're saying. I'm so sick of just trying to have a conversation or seeing other, because I barely talk about any of this stuff with anybody
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to. Like I don't even like small disagreements, let alone big disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a hard time believing that all of us as humans are that different. And for some reason, there are people that really want the majority of us to be split, to be divisive. And I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
We're all human beings on this earth. I don't like, this is going to sound weird. I don't like this whole team mentality as far as, because I love teams.
Mm-hmm.
As far as if you're not on my team, you're against me.
Well, you don't like the bullying part of
You're,
it.
yes.
Yeah, and the our way is the way. So then, if you're not on our way, get on the program, or we kill you.
Our way is the only way
Right.
that there can be.
Or
And
insult you, or
yeah,
bully you, or whatever. Yeah,
I mean, and we don't have to agree on everything. We don't.
right.
But we have to be able to talk about the stuff.
Right.
Like, without someone being a jerk or a blankety blank or whatever, you know,
or
like
putting your life at risk,
or
for
being
your
scared
opinions.
for your life
I mean,
because you
yeah.
shared your thoughts.
Correct. Right. Right.
And I can say that your thoughts are wrong. I believe your thoughts are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say that you believe my thoughts are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Right.
We've completely lost the sentence, let's agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even a thing anymore that you can have.
Well, and to me, more hurtful than that, more gotta pray harder than that is, so I don't agree with most of what Charlie Kirk has ever said or stood for. And he's a father, a husband who didn't deserve to get shot down.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see people, breaking news, he passed away,
Mm-hmm.
and I see someone say, "What's for dinner?"
Mm-hmm.
or he deserved what he got, or any of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or the opposites, like all liberals should die, like all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, have you lost your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Agree, disagree with him. He's a father and a husband.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I don't like half of what he said, or more than half of what he said. And America's a democracy where we get to speak our opinions, and then we vote, and then we've got somebody at the helm that we do or don't like for another 4 years, and then we do it all over again. Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
truth be told, I had never heard of Charlie Kirk until yesterday. I'd
Yeah.
never heard of him. I don't follow a lot of things.
Yeah.
I didn't even, so I knew nothing about what he stood
Yeah.
for or anything.
Yeah.
Till this.
Yeah. Yeah. It just, to me, what I saw made my
Mm-hmm.
heart like hurt. The
Mm-hmm.
conversations I had with my daughters yesterday,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when they're young and they feel like, what is the world coming to?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I watched them, honestly, on Facebook. I watched them go back and forth they were in each other's, like, my oldest said something about, we can't, the violence, I don't condone violence. We've got to, and then someone did that kind of thing. You get what you get. And then my other daughter jumped in and said, no, agree to disagree. But this was a young father, and you don't get what you get like that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they respectfully debated back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not all going to agree
Right.
on everything. We're just not.
Mm-hmm.
But we're certainly not evil, or the people on the other side
Mm-hmm.
who believe differently than you are not the devil. Like,
No, but to that point, I think when divisiveness happens,
mm-hmm.
when we do have these things where we get on and absolutely paint with a broad brush, and all
Yeah.
conservatives are this, and all
Mm-hmm.
liberals are this, and
Mm-hmm.
all Republicans are this, and all Democrats are this, and you have to believe this, and you have to believe this, otherwise you can't be on my team,
Yeah.
or you can't go into my building, and we keep opening the window and opening the door to evil. We keep opening it up so that there's the crack I can get in, and it's becoming a big gaping hole that evil can come in.
Yeah.
Melissa says his wife and 2 kids were there and saw what happened. Breaks my heart.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I did not know that.
I mean, absolutely. It's just, it's just, as a house divided cannot stand, divide and conquer, order by chaos. That's, and right now, maybe I'm wrong, but I think most people, if they were sitting in a room one-on-one, would not be as hateful and as divisive as they are when they get on Facebook to spout stuff, as they are when they get on in a group, to do it. So I believe most people actually are for humankind, are team human, and don't want to fight. But then we get into these team mentalities where if you're on this team, you have to believe all of the things on there. And I almost never talk politics, and I never talk it on the air, but I'm really getting to a point where it might be better to not have any parties at all. And every single person that runs for any kind of office is an absolute individual, and here's all the things I believe. Vote for me, don't vote for me.
Right.
Here's all the things that I want to get accomplished when I get into office. Vote for me or don't vote for me. Not my team said I have to say this. My team said I have to believe in this. What do you believe? And truthfully, it's one of those things that we're lucky to be in the radio station, because at least when local politicians come through, we have the actual opportunity to sit and ask them face to face, hey, what's your thoughts on this? What are you hoping to get done with this? And it really does help on both sides. And it's amazing to me how most people don't actually believe everything their team tells them they have to.
Right.
They just have beliefs. And when it comes to this, and then I do this. And when it comes to this, I kind of think this way, and I think that's how most people are, in my opinion. So,
and I learn a lot about, I wind up going, a lot.
Yeah.
So, in terms of what I think about a situation, but the opposite, like there are some thoughts that make me go,
For sure.
Yep.